Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nichols, and I'm here with Melanie Nichols. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl and hair color experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products that can be found at rawhairorganics.com. So welcome. This is episode number 228 if you've been following along. And we've got the whole family here. We've got Melanie's here with us, and Murphy Murph is here somewhere. Getting into trouble. Helen's been keeping her
Probably eating peanuts off the floor.
Right, she's been eating
Packing
peanuts off the floor. But we're all here tonight. Thanks for joining us on a steamy hot evening in beautiful Southwest Florida. So there's a big episode tonight. We've got a handful of questions, but this is a big curl crap giveaway show. We got a lot of curl crap to give away, and they're the biggest curl crap packages that we've ever given away, because we said last week that we would do something extra. Remember, because we ran long. I can't even remember why we ran long.
Because we had difficulties at the beginning.
Oh, that's right. Because we had
Janet was here, but you couldn't get things running. There was something wrong with Facebook or a connection or whatever.
Right, that was that Facebook
the missing
issue.
Wire
and, right,
and all kinds of problems. So
yeah.
So that means you're in a crappy mood. You're giving away lots of crap.
We're giving away, but here's the thing, you guys. It's not just crap. There's some good stuff in there. I
see mostly good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it starts
right
to taper off.
Right. It progressively gets worse the farthest you go down. Now, if you notice that on the very far end, I don't think I have enough questions for that package, but that 2/3 of that package is really crappy. That one over there.
Oh, over there.
Yeah. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. So again, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We live stream this show every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time in several places on the internet that you can watch this and participate with us. On Facebook in the Curly Girl Support Group, the Curly Hair Q&A group, the Diva Curl User Support Group, the Raw Curls User Support Group, the Curly Silvers Support Group, and the Curly Hair Q&A Show Facebook page. You can also join us on YouTube on the Curly Hair Q&A Show YouTube channel. All right, I'm going to stop right here for a minute. We've been discussing this a lot lately. I know we've been throwing this out. And if you were here last week or listened to last week's podcast episode, you heard about all the issues that we'd been having with Facebook's. It's Facebook software. It's not us, and we've been really struggling with it. And it comes up. The problems come up periodically, and it's been really a headache. And I've been saying for more than a year that YouTube's your best, by far, your best user experience for watching.
Where do they go to on YouTube?
To the Curly Hair Q&A Show YouTube channel, and when you go there, the live stream is right up there, right on the front when we do it live, and there's sections in there that you can look at all the previous shows, and whenever they're all there, or the majority of them are there, as well as the interviews and things like that. We are very, very seriously considering moving to that primarily. So if you are watching this in one of the Facebook groups or on Instagram at Raw Curls, I hadn't even gotten to that yet. Hey, Instagram, thanks for joining us. We may very well do that. It ends up being a headache. I mean, we've had way too many delays in this show. We do just a little, kind of inside baseball thing. What we do every week is an hour or two or so before the show starts, we do a sound check. So we go live on everything and run it through and make sure that everything works. And sometimes everything does, sometimes it doesn't. And then we have to fix it, and it can take quite a while. But worse yet, sometimes we can do the sound check, and this happens more often than not. We do the sound check, everything's good. An hour or two later, we come back, and there's problems. And it's we don't have those problems on YouTube, put it that way. So if we only had to go to one place to do it, that seems to be and I know it is a little bit of an inconvenience, because I know there's a lot of people that are in our groups, and and it's easy for you to just find it there, but the inconsistency is just a headache. So
We were here really late last week.
we were here really late last
We started
week.
late, and then we ran late because we were having fun with Janet. And
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it was
I think I got home
late,
at 11.
which means I probably got home about midnight or
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, you
So-
did, because at 11:30 I told her I have to,
Oh,
start
that's
getting
right.
ready for bed.
Yeah, you guys were in bed and I got home. But
Mhm,
anyway,
mhm.
it is what it is. So, we are also a award-winning 2019 and 2021 podcast, the number 2 ranked hair industry podcast that you must listen to and subscribe to. You can listen to this episode and all the previous archive shows and interviews on the Curly Hair Q&A Show podcast every Monday night, usually by about 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. This new episode that we're doing right now will go live as a podcast. Takes a little bit to upload it, and then for the for the platforms to show it. But tonight or tomorrow morning on your commute, you can always listen to this show wherever you consume your podcasts, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, Podbean, and SoundCloud. Before we go any further, we have to, let's all kind of celebrate here a little bit. So it's not just us, although we're celebrating, or we will be. Melanie doesn't even know about this yet.
What are we celebrating?
But I'll tell you in a minute. But it's also for a large amount of you people. We've been doing this podcast about little over 4 years now. I think.
I guess March would have
Yeah,
been 4, so maybe 4.5.
Yeah, so about
I don't
4.
know. I've lost track.
Yeah, almost 4.5 years
Long
we've been doing this show, and
Every Monday.
yeah, and
pretty
we started our first curly hair Facebook group, which we have many of them, as I listed. I didn't even list them all off.
Thank
Those are
God.
just the ones we right. Those are just the ones we broadcast in live stream. But we. For those of you who don't know, the reason we started that initial group, the Curly Girls Support Group, was there were other smaller groups online and some big ones in the 200,000 range, and we participated in them periodically. And the more we watched, the more we saw that they were either run by people that weren't industry professionals, or the interaction in those groups was giving out tons of misinformation, tons.
Yeah,
And
that what really pushed me towards seeing that there was such a need is, the video of the girl, like the 12-year-old girl or whatever she was, giving instructions on how to use a curling iron, clearly not knowing what she's doing and burning her hair off, and it was like, video after video and instruction after instruction of things like that, of people that truly aren't educated and knowledgeable giving advice. And it's not good advice. Obviously,
sure.
that one backfired. But,
For
it's
sure.
like we need some professionals out here, that are, trained and educated and, working technicians behind the chair to be giving the advice. The problem is we're very busy, so it's hard to, devote that time like we have.
For sure. And the way that first group started, what was was because of that. But for me, how it really really launched was Melanie and I and a couple, at least one of our stylists, were at a big hair industry trade show in Chicago, and Melanie was invited onto the elite texture panel, the texture experts panel, to take Q&A in front of a large group of stylists, probably about 700, and in that room. And the very first question that came up for the panel of 7 or 8 of you, something like that, 7 or 8 curl
I think
industry
there was
experts,
more than that. There was a lot of us.
something like that.
We spread across the whole stage. I want to say there was more like 10 or 12 or
might
13.
have been. Yeah, it might have been.
Mm-hmm.
But a stylist stood up and she asked the first question, and it was more of a statement. And her statement was, this whole curly hair thing is ridiculous. I know how to cut curly hair. There's nothing special about it. The products aren't special, but this is ridiculous.
Wasn't it? I think she was the one that said she learned how to cut curly hair in beauty school.
Which nobody does. Right. Which nobody does.
You're like, well, you
And
went to a different school than we all did.
right. And everybody just sat there on the panel for a bit, kind of like, all right, who's going to take this? And one of the people on the panel did, and then somebody else did.
Wasn't the
And
first
then Michelle
one who
Breyer, I think,
did?
stepped in and was like,
I think the first
you know,
person who stood up in answer to that was that lady who was involved in writing the book, Milady book that we all learned.
yeah, that's
Wasn't it?
right.
Yeah. So
That's
she was
right. Yeah.
definitely involved in the process
Yeah, she
of
knew.
what gets taught in the schools. Yeah, and she,
Yeah.
I think, was the first one to stand up and
Yeah.
jump in on that.
Yeah. I was there. I was in the front row recording it, and I might have been broadcasting it live.
Yeah, I think you were.
Yeah, and I listened to that. And I mean, I just cringed. I'm like, oh, but what I realized was she's not the only one. So not only did I know that it was an issue in the consumer world, but it was, probably even a bigger issue in the stylist world, because now even 4.5 years later, it's still not accepted as well as I believe it should be. It's still just
Really?
isn't. It's coming along. It's much better than it was 4 years ago, but there's still a long way to go. So literally, what happened that night? So that happened, and the show ended that night, and Melanie and one of our other stylists who was at the show got into a cab and headed out to O'Hare to fly back to Southwest Florida, and I stayed another day to pack up the booth and whatever and all that stuff. And I was staying in Chinatown, and I went and I had luckily I'm not a picky eater, but I went into this Chinese restaurant in Chinatown that was all it was rows, like 4 or 5 rows of those plastic banquet tables, all just end to end with a tablecloth on them, and you just sat next to whoever, right? That's how it was. And I couldn't read anything on the menu. Luckily, I'm not a picky eater, and I just pointed because I saw people eating some pretty crazy stuff.
Remember, we asked
Yeah.
at the hotel if there was anything other than Chinese food,
Right.
and she said yes, Vietnamese,
Vietnamese, there's Korean.
or
We're like,
Korean,
okay.
or like anything
Yeah.
other than Asian food.
Nope. But it was good.
That was so
for
funny.
me,
That was a funny moment.
right, for me. Sriracha fixes everything. So anyway, I went back to the hotel room at that night by myself, and I started thinking about this, and I'm like, I'm going to start a group, and that's how it started. I started the group and invited some people, and I think by midnight that night, I had 200 and some members. And the reason that I tell you that story is not only to to mention it every once in a while so you understand how this happens, but this week we hit a milestone in that group. We have now 80,200 members in there. So we're over. We'd been right under 80,000, 79,000 and change for quite a while. And now we are over. We're at right about 80,200 members. What's really interesting about that, if you're not in that group, but what's really interesting about it is we have an 87% interaction rate and participation rate, which is extremely high for a Facebook group.
For some reason, I thought we were like 200,000.
No, combined with all our groups. All our groups combined.
Okay.
But just that one group is over 80,000. So
Cool.
congratulations at...
How are we celebrating?
I don't have anything. I don't have any champagne. I don't have any cake. I don't have any nothing. I have you know what I have in the fridge? I have kimchi.
Oh, goody. That's an awesome celebration.
We could all have kimchi.
Oh, yum.
It's a brand new jar. Remember, I just bought it yesterday.
Oh, goody, yum.
I love kimchi. So anyway, yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I just wanted to let you guys know that. Congratulations. And
I almost got
cool.
donuts, but they were closed.
Oh, well,
I meant to because I wanted to pick up a dozen of trackside donuts for the dentist because that was my last appointment today.
oh.
I'm
okay.
done. I have teeth.
So that's a fun fact. Melanie has all her teeth now. How does it feel?
Weird.
Really?
It feels
It'll
like
wear
it
itself
feels like
in.
I have a big ice cube in my mouth. Like it's so weird because I haven't had a tooth on the lower, for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So it feels huge.
Yeah, you're lucky your teeth didn't get all messed up because they all hold each other together.
I know.
So there's your fun fact for today.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am finished with that whole process and ordeal.
Congratulations
Yay.
on your new tooth.
So I should have gotten chocolate cake. I wanted
Might have been really
donuts. They were
sensitive.
closed. I drove past a couple of, maybe they were just on vacation because the last time I was going to go and get some, where they squeezed me in last Monday.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something happened. Oh, I had Murphy with me. I
Oh.
had to bring her into the dentist, and she sat on my stomach while I was in the chair.
Boy.
Yeah, but
Can't leave her in the car. It's
it
so
was
hot
100.
down here right now.
I think I melted a little bit today.
Boy, I know.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So definitely, anti-frizz spray came into the factor for my hair today. But yeah, so they were closed this Monday. What a bummer.
Yeah.
No donuts.
No donuts. Oh well.
My heart was broken.
That little place in Bonita Springs, right? By
Yeah,
that
the
little
little
time
A-frame.
dump place. Yeah.
So good. It's the best.
I drive by there so much and I never stop.
Oh.
Because it wouldn't make sense because it's on the way to the gym.
Perfect. I would walk into
I'll
the
just
gym
roll
with a
in
dozen donuts.
Not doing it. Last week we had an Ask Me Anything show, and there was one question we didn't get to.
Oh,
Do you have a fun fact, or should I use that as a fun fact?
I have a fun fact.
What's your fun fact? Tell me about it. I don't have one today,
Oh, I have a bunch.
but I have this.
Well, I got my hair colored. Jessica helped do my color for the second time, and it looks quite fabulous. So that is my receptionist / assistant.
It looks fabulous.
Yeah, she did a great job. So this time she had more fun. She actually said, "This is really fun." I'm like, "Good," because you're going to be getting in the chair next to me pretty soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Did she mix up the formula, or did you do it?
I did it.
You did it?
I did it. No, I wouldn't make her do that. But yeah, so I finally got my hair colored. She's not agreed to cut it yet, but maybe someday.
Maybe someday,
And
but probably not. What?
I have on my fun
Oh, you got on your Schitt's Creek socks.
yeah.
Which ones are they? I can't read it from here.
Oh.
Which ones are they? I still can't read it. Tell me what it says. Oh, it says.
It says I love that journey for myself.
Okay, that's
Or
Alex. That would be Alexis.
Love that journey for me. Alexis.
That would be Alexis.
A little bit Alexis. Oh, I won't dance.
No,
No.
right? I'm a Lamborghini.
So anyway, fun
yeah.
stuff.
Fun stuff. I'm gonna do we're gonna start off the show with the Ask Me Anything question just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
Ken and Melanie, it's for both of us, and
Like the rave one.
I have the question. It's not the rave one. Ken and Melanie, when you both retire, where do you plan to retire to? Or are you going to stay where you live now? Or a simpler question is, if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Wow. That is so difficult.
I have no answer.
You have no answer?
I don't know.
How can you have no answer?
Too busy working to think about it. I don't know. I really don't know.
Just think about it now.
Uh,
Well, we would originally stay where we are, I would think.
I don't like moving, so I'm good.
Yeah, we've talked
I'm
about
good.
going on the road actually. So we would probably keep a home base in Naples, Florida, and but travel indefinitely on the road.
Okay. I really hadn't thought about it, but yeah, I don't like I don't like moving. I don't like packing. I don't like.
But I could live in so many different, like I would love to live in a different place for a year, just keep moving, like Hawaii for a year, Australia for a year, Spain for a year. I could totally do that.
I could live in Spain for a year.
Mm.
We even talked about that at one point. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of neat cities in not just the major cities, but like you like Valencia, Sevilla, I like. They're nice areas. So anyway.
We got to learn our Spanish though.
Sí. ¿Cómo? That's about all I need. Baño. What else do I need? A cerveza. I don't even drink beer. I could, because I can order it. Agua. All right, so that's it. All right, you want to get into some curly hair
Yes.
questions? All right, let's get into some curly hair questions, and then we're going to get into some curl crap giveaways.
What is
Yeah.
this crazy mannequin doing?
I got, I had this,
She's a mess.
I got this mannequin
Keep
here.
looking at her
for
in the
you could see it
on
on the
the
live
screen,
stream.
and she's a mess.
Yeah, sitting between us, I've got a mannequin on a mannequin stand, and this curly hair mannequin came from one of our classes, and I grabbed it because I needed it for a photo shoot for a stylist package that we've put
Why would you
together
use one that looks so crazy?
because it was out of the box. I didn't want to open a box of a new one.
That's not a good.
Or maybe we'll come up with another. Oh, well, hey,
Her hair's hardly curly. It's
needs a
all
haircut.
matted. She needs help.
Well, then how about next week's episode? You fix that. Do you want to do that?
And I don't know. I think this is from just some other class that I took. I don't think because I have my students write their names on.
Yeah, I found it in the garage.
Yeah. This is from some class that I took, and there's
Well, maybe we need
several
another one.
haircuts on one head.
I'll get another curly hair mannequin out of the garage. I'll bring him here.
I think this is from that Asian. He's a Asian educators class because I can see it's like short over here. This it was not like a fine. We were just practicing and learning different techniques. Remember the one that I told you that he said to the girl,
Oh yeah.
"What the f are you doing?"
Right. I
Yeah.
remember that.
It was so funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, stick her back up there, and I'll bring
She's a
another
mess.
one. I'll bring another one here that you can toy around with because a lot of times we get questions here, and it would be nice to have a
Look at him.
thing.
She looks crazy.
Right. Well, I actually, originally I was thinking because, during COVID we talked about helping misinformation out with her new YouTube channel, and it never happened because we got to open the salon back up and whatever. I can't even remember her name, but her YouTube name is Miss
Naomi.
Naomi. You guys remember Naomi? But she's got her YouTube channel, her curly hair YouTube channel called Misinformation.
She might have
'Cause
some
she's got
competition
knowledge.
because now there's Dan the Damn It doll.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Damn it,
Except
damn
I
it.
had to sell him.
You sold him. Well, at least you cleaned up his hair first.
I
My
know.
God.
I
Yeah.
know. He was a mess.
All
He had a
right.
cute outfit though.
So anyway, if you have questions where you want to see some hands-on demos and stuff and whatever, you can
Well,
do
don't
that.
put all the hair on her face. I
sorry.
just fixed it.
Oh, fix it again. Okay. All right, Melanie, I wash, deep condition, put in gel, and scrunch. Then I diffuse. I always end up with little hairs flying all over the place. What am I doing wrong?
She washes, conditions, puts in gel, and then scrunches.
Well,
Is that what she
see,
said?
no, what she really said is, Melanie, I wash, deep condition. So sounds like she's deep conditioning every wash. Put in gel and scrunch. Then I diffuse. I always end up with little hairs flying all over the place. What am I doing wrong?
Well, it's kind of hard to give that coaching without seeing exactly what they're doing, but I'm guessing because I see this a lot with clients that come in for the first time. And they're having issues that are similar. Typically, it's a couple of things. You're not applying the gel properly on soaking wet hair from root to end, being very diligent about, taking your time and making sure that all that hair is coated section by section, root to end. You can't just slap on a little bit and, hope for the best. And then also diffusing, a lot of times people are having issues with that because again the technique's not done properly. So after the hair is completely soaking wet, you put on your styling products like the gel from root to end, and then I like to flip the head over and scrunch, and then I use the flour sack towel to set and lock the curl in. Then I recommend partially air drying, so I again, really set that curl in there, 50 to 80% of the way dry, and then you're ready to diffuse. So diffusing is only the last about 5 minutes, so that way the hairs are already set, and, it's okay to be touching and scrunching and, putting the air on there, and it just helps, I think, to not have any issues like that with the frizzies and flyaways that people get. But a lot of times it's just product application.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps. All right. Bear with me here a second. All right, let's do a curl crap. Since we've got 3 of them, let's do a curl crap giveaway right away. They're a good one tonight. They are a good one tonight. And the way you win is Melanie asks a trivia question, and it could be on any topic. And the first person that our producer sees will win a prize. But we have rules, and Helen is going to read those rules to you tonight. Helen, give us the Curl Crap giveaway rules nice and loudly.
You have Nats again.
I know. Get up to the mic.
Okay, everyone. So the Curl Crap giveaway rules are: winner must live in the lower 48 states of the U.S. Number 2, each person may only win once every 60 days. And number 3, if you win and do not want the product, the only way that you are allowed to get rid of the product is by giving it away. You are not allowed to sell the product. Now there's number 4. The winner is the first person that the producer sees and answers the question correctly. Be specific. And number 5, prizes will be shipped out at our convenience. Do not contact us regarding your prizes shipping or tracking information. Please be patient.
And there is a 6th rule. It's not on there because it will not fit. But if you are the winner of one of the prizes tonight, one of the prize packages, you have until the end of the show tonight to reach out to Helen, the producer, and give her your name and full shipping information. I didn't, we hadn't done Curl Crap giveaways in quite a while, and all the rules that we have came about because of issues that we had during them or doing them. And the reason that we stopped after a while was it became a real headache. And one of the rules that we didn't put on there that I had forgot to mention once we started them up again was that rule that I gave you right there. And sure enough, this happened about a week or so ago, I think, when we were out of town, last time we were out of town. And somebody reached out to Helen and said, hi, 4 weeks ago, I won a Curl Crap prize. Here's my address. And then Helen comes to me and says, hey, so-and-so, what? And I'm like, I have no idea. And we went through this before. I can't believe I forgot. But that's the thing. And then people are mad. I don't get my free prize and whatever. I'm like, I have no idea, and I'm not going back to figure out what episode you're from and who you are and what it's not our responsibility. It's yours. So you have till the end of the show tonight.
Now or never.
It's now or never. And if you don't reach out to her and give her all your contact information by the end of the show tonight, gone. It becomes a giveaway next week for somebody else. Gotta kind of put the hammer down sometimes and just lay it all out. So let's get started.
Okay.
If you guys are ready, here's the first Curl Crap prize.
Oh.
Here it is. Let me get it out for you first, and then I'll describe it for you. Ooh. It is a 3-part prize package with a 8-ounce bottle of the award-winning Raw Curls Anti-Frizz Spray.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a $21
Need that
value.
one.
Yeah. And the second is a 12-ounce bottle of the Diva Curl One Condition Original Daily Cream Conditioner.
You need your glasses.
I don't know what's that. I don't know what it's worth. Well, you know what? Okay, this is one of my... You want my biggest pet peeve of the curl industry?
No, but you're going to give it to us.
I'm going to give it to you even if it's these companies
Snats.
that come up with these ridiculous names that you can't actually tell what they are.
Oh.
You guys know the brands I'm talking about, and it's they're fun names, and I'm sure when they named them they laughed and go, "Ooh, that's funny, whatever, isn't that punny?" Right, like that. I hate that, and that's why when we came out with our line, here,
You want
a product?
I would like to do
curl
cute
cream.
little
You want
names.
another? Yeah, because you did it with our first line, our very first product line. Yeah, and the names are so long they don't even fit on the bottles where you can't even read them. It's true.
Well,
I personally don't like that. I like if the idea is like our raw curl stuff is clean and natural and organic, then the name should do the same. Here, curl cream, conditioner, cleanser, clarifying shampoo.
Boring.
Right, but you know what it is. Not like
well,
fabulously
it's true.
flailing. You're stupid. I don't know why people do that. I hate it. Go
Well,
ahead. You
like
can
I
go.
do, I did that with my salon menu, and they actually teach that in classes, believe it or not. To have different names of services instead of just haircut or bang trim or whatever. But it's true because everyone will say, "What is a Florida foil?
Right.
What is this? What is that? Like, what's a catwalk curl?"
Hmm.
So I end up just using the generic terms anyway because even though they're catchy and cute,
Right.
nobody knows what they are. So
It's
you have a little bit of a point.
it's kind of like shoes. Like you like fancy shoes, cool, really cool looking shoes, neat, unique shoes, whatever, and you don't care how uncomfortable they are or whatever. Whereas I don't care what they look like. If they're comfortable, I'll wear. If they're not comfortable, I'm not wearing them. Same kind of thing. I like the basic. Give me the shoes, right? Just
So
right.
old fashioned.
I know it is. The third thing in this package is a 16-ounce bottle of the new Raw Curls Frizz Free Curl
Wow,
Cream.
that's a good package.
That's a really good package. That is probably a wow. That's like 70 some
I need
bucks.
that package.
That's like a 70 some dollar package. But if you would like a chance at winning this, you first have to answer this trivia question correctly. Go ahead.
Okay. The question is, which country is famous for tulips? Oh, no, I wouldn't have known this one. I would have said something else.
This was one of these questions where I knew the answer, but I couldn't think of it. So, what was the question again?
Which country is famous for tulips? That's my
Okay.
favorite flower. I like it better than roses.
Oh, there you go. Because they come up first in the
You
spring.
always buy me roses, though. Well,
They come
not
up
always.
first.
You hardly buy
Not
me
always.
flowers ever anymore.
Yeah, because you tell me not to. Yeah,
I
You tell
know.
me not to. Yeah.
Just for like Valentine's Day and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, and here's another fun fact.
I'd rather have a donut.
So today, I'll remember that. You guys remember that. See, but here's kind of a fun fact about that. So Helen and I today went to the salon because it's closed today. Went to the salon today to shoot some videos and whatever. And as soon as we walked in the door, you know what Helen said? Where are the flowers?
Yeah. See?
First thing she said. She
People
said,
notice
and I said,
those
well, blah, blah,
flowers.
blah. And I said, she's got the bonsai tree here and whatever. And right. And she said, but the flowers are so colorful and pretty. And I said, you're right, for 4 days.
Yeah, and
know.
then they start to
Then you
stink.
start to and look crummy and whatever. But
Yeah.
so
Lots of people have commented on my bonsai tree, though.
yeah. Have you tried trimming it yet, like Danielson?
No.
You haven't tried it yet, huh?
No, but it's very happy up there. It likes the light, I think. It is, what is it? Oh, jade. I think it's a jade tree.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's really,
Are you ever going to get the colorful flowers back? Helen would like to know.
yes, I will.
She is. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Well, whoever gets that Helen sees.
Nobody answered yet?
Not yet. Let's go into the next question.
This tooth on the bottom feels so big.
You'll get used to it. It'll
Feels
wear
like
itself
it's like
in.
sticking out to here.
Do you feel like your tongue's like going at it like all the
No,
time?
but it just feels like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It feels like something huge is just stuck in, like it's really wide and it doesn't fit, It feels fake.
Mm-hmm. Because it is.
Oh, we have a winner.
You have a winner. So what was the question again, Melanie?
Which country is famous for tulips?
Okay, and Helen, what is the answer?
It is the Netherlands.
The
Ooh,
Netherlands.
I would have
And,
said Ireland. I don't know why.
they're not close, but yeah, it could be. So Helen, who is our winner?
And our lucky winner is Linda Graves Vick.
Linda Graves Vick. Congratulations. Make sure. Yeah,
You got an awesome
congratulations.
package.
You did. You got an awesome
You should have
package.
started with the other ones and then built your way up to this. Just saying.
I guess. I don't know.
This was kind of like the
that third-
grand.
No, that third package is it's got crap in it, but it's got some good stuff in it and some marginal stuff in it.
This is like the best one, I think.
All right. Congratulations. Make sure you get your information to Helen before the show's over. Otherwise, I'm giving it away to somebody else next week. So,
Ooh, threats.
congratulations.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me? It's not a threat. It's a promise. Anyway. All right. Let's get into another question. Melanie, what is the brush called that you use for curly hair? Is it a Denman brush or a wet brush? And how do I use it? Everybody says you should not brush curls. What's the story?
So that is true, and that's what's taught. However, things have changed and evolved, and so it depends on your. I actually use both of those, so that's a good question. But it's what to use when. So a wet brush is just a detangling brush. That's all it's for. I don't use it for anything else. So on wet hair, but only certain curl types, it works best for. Like my hair, I like to use it to detangle my hair. Most people use their fingers or a wide tooth comb. That's fine. But certain curl types are able to also use the wet brush, and it's fabulous because it's made for detangling. It doesn't pull or snap the hair. So, when you have conditioner in or in the shower, or when you get out and put your Raw Curls anti-frizz spray in, which is what I do, and then you detangle with it. So that's great. The Denman brush I also use, and that is used more for, let's call it, styling the hair. Um, and I'm going to kind of correct myself. But on the more like type 4 curl pattern type hair types, that is the brush that I would use to detangle if I were going. And this is always on wet hair with conditioner in. Either a wide tooth comb, but a lot of times that type 4 curl pattern is too tight, and a wide tooth comb is just, it's not enough to grab that hair and detangle it properly. So a Denman brush can be used, and it's great for that. Because again, that's a really like old fashioned brush, but man, they really did things right because it does, detangle the hair easily. It doesn't pull and snap it, so it's a great brush. Otherwise, I use it for styling. So you've seen videos that I've done out there, and a lot of the hair, pretty much any hair type, I can use it for styling. Like the tighter curls, like the type 4s, the 3Cs, and then type 4s. I like to, when I'm putting the product in section by section, making sure the hair is really wet, then a lot of times, I can take that Denman brush and just run it through to make sure that it disperses the styling product and clump those curls together. And then same thing on my hair, or, the less curly types, I put in the styling products, and then I can use the Denman brush to, it really is trifunctional, we'll say. That's not really a word, but I'm making it up. So it gives you a lift. It gives you great lift. It gives great curl clumping, and it also disperses that gel or styling product evenly throughout the hair at that section. So it's a great tool and technique to use.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fun fact.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact for you.
Let's
The
hear it.
wet brush,
Mm-hmm.
the company is owned by the same company that owns Weedad. Isn't that a fun
Now.
fact? Now. They bought them a couple of years back.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Fun fact, eh?
Yes, that
So-
is fun.
Right. So a company that says don't brush your hair owns a company that sells brushes. Funny? Popular brushes.
Yes.
Really popular brushes.
I found out, remember, I found out about the wet brushes like right after they were launched at a show that I was doing in California.
Mhm.
And, I bought a bunch and I brought them back with me. And for a couple of years, they had not even hit Florida yet. I would sell them like crazy because you
Yeah.
couldn't get them here. And then now they're everywhere. I mean, you can get them in any big box store, really.
Right. Didn't used to. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a great brush, and I do love them. Helen, I had given you a picture of a girl with type 4 curls. Do you have that? Yes. We might as well talk about that since we were just discussing it. I did not do a good job of getting before pictures, but this was a little bit during and then after. And the reason I should have snapped before pictures, but I can explain what was going on. I knew ahead of time that I was just dry cutting, and that was it. She literally, and this I found was so interesting. So, and I don't know if we can zoom in at all, but her hair is amazing, and she has tons of it, but it's those tiny, tiny, perfect little corkscrews. They're so dang cute. They're like,
Those are really tiny.
they're tiny. They're just miniature little, but they're perfect little corkscrews. They're so awesome. But she has, this is so interesting to me, she has a super sensitive head.
Really? Is that a little girl?
No.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to see
No,
from here.
it's a young woman.
Okay.
So her request in coming in was that I only dry cut it and that's it. Like she didn't want her hair washed or detangled. There's nothing, no wet cutting, because her head is that sensitive.
Like that one woman client, don't touch me.
Yeah,
that?
well, yeah, but this is, and I'm like, I said, that's just so interesting to me that someone with that much hair and that much curl can have such a sensitive head because, I mean, we're just used to going through a lot our whole lives. But that's part of her problem is, she detangles it herself, but she has had too many people like pull her hair and I don't know, it just hurts her head. So, but even still, you can tell. So the top two pictures was during, but before I started cutting, she had all these dangle pieces hanging down. And then if you look on the right hand side, that right side was way shorter. And then the back was like another 2 inches longer. So it was almost kind of mullety looking. And she didn't want me to take length off.
How do you fix that?
I know. So I started cutting it and just, tweaking the ends and all that. And then I was like, I know I was really not happy because, I just feel like I wasn't able to make it look good. And so I asked her, I said, would you mind if I just bring the back up, to even out the sides a little bit and blend it in? Because the right side's shorter than the left side and the back is longer than both. And, it was looking kind of crazy. Plus all the dangle pieces hanging down. So on the bottom, you can see where I evened it out more.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. And
Still looks like she has dangly pieces on the very bottom.
a
Does
little
she
bit.
wanted those?
Well, because I had already cut 2 inches off.
Oh.
Yeah. So I preserved the length. I know it kind of looks like that in the picture, but believe me, no, they were hanging like halfway down her back,
Oh.
Yeah, they were really dangly. So in person, that looked super even. I think it's just the angle of the picture that I took too, but it made it look more solid and even without going any shorter. Because then I think she would have started to freak out,
Are these on your Instagram?
I don't know. I don't think I posted this one yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on your Instagram and then people can check it out there too.
Yeah. But I just thought that was interesting. So hair like that, you would have to use like a Denman brush or a different detangling brush on, of course, wet hair with lots of conditioner. But like a wide tooth comb or your fingers it's not going to cut it. You're never going to get through detangling that hair.
Okay. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, she loved it. She's going to come back for color.
It's big.
It is so big. Yeah.
It's big. It's not
Yeah.
long, but it's big.
Right. But it's gorgeous. I just love
She'd
those
get your
tiny
attention
little
if she
corks.
walked in a room because it's big.
Yeah. And I love those miniature corkscrews and just like millions of them.
And they look uniform, don't they?
Now they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now they do. But anyway, yeah, she was super happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's do Curl Crap giveaway number 2.
Okay.
Let's do it. Here, for this package, this is another big package. Can you see it? I'll tell you what's in this package. The first thing is a 33.8 fluid ounce bottle of Giovanni 50/50 Balanced Hydrating Clarifying Shampoo.
I feel like we've had that forever. Did you try to give it away and never?
No, I never gave it away. We used it. We use this to explain that, because for the people that scream that Giovanni's curly girl friendly, and I had to tell everybody, I'm like, not in my book. It's really not. The second item is what does that say? 9.5 ounces? Sure seems bigger than that.
19.
Oh, 19. I was going to say, that sure seems way bigger. 19.5 ounce bottle of Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Restorative Conditioner with kelp and argan oil. And third, lastly, but the most important.
Ours is so little.
But this is all you need.
Little but mighty.
This is all you need, and this is all you are going to need. The only thing that you need to go along with this package is a 3.4 ounce bottle of the new amazing Raw Curls Clarifying Shampoo for curly hair. Tell me you're not going to need that.
Well, this is a clarifying. This is that one, hydrating clarifying shampoo.
Right.
I mean,
it's like, really? How do you do that?
kind of an oxymoron.
Anyway, so this package is worth a grand total of about
well, that
maybe
says
$30.
the price right on it.
It might be $30, maybe. It's on the side there.
Okay.
So that's
I do love our
13.
clarifying shampoo. It is
know.
awesome.
I know.
Awesome. I actually used that on a perm that I did. I did a perm on Friday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do a roller set next week?
No.
What's going on?
No. Oh, but I did. I set a wig too.
Oh.
I styled. Well, I was calling her
Oh.
Louise because the bag was Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
So you can be the proud owner of this amazing, this Curl Crap package if you are the first person to answer this trivia question correctly. It's the hardest one of the three.
What is the capital city of Canada?
What is the capital city of Canada? If you're the first person to answer that, you will win this wonderful prize. So good luck to you.
This is
All right.
a lot of geography stuff.
Yeah, let's go into the next question. Melanie, I just heard that there is a recall on all the Extava curly hair dryers. Not sure about the diffusers. And mine burned up this weekend. I didn't hear this.
I didn't either.
I didn't
I don't
either.
even know that hair dryer.
No, I don't either. Can you recommend this? You'll know. Can you recommend a replacement dryer and maybe a diffuser that's good for curly hair?
Yes, I can. And as a matter of fact, my dryer burned up this week too. Wow.
That's not a fun fact.
While I was working on a client, that's what always happens. At least it didn't shoot sparks, but
I know it happened. I know that exact story happened when you had that bamboo one. I remember you telling the story.
yeah. Sometimes
It's on fire.
Sometimes it's really scary. Like it actually starts on fire. Sometimes it shoots sparks, like it's bounced off me or my client. And it scares the light. It scares you. So, but this time it was really weird. I was diffusing my client's hair and the one that looks like Sherry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And all of a sudden it kicked down from high to low. And I'm like, well, that's weird, because like if it would just pull out of the plug, it would just shut off, So I'm like, what is happening here? And then so I started, fiddling with it and I couldn't get the high power. And then she's like, something's burning. Well, when you're wearing masks and stuff, I was like,
Right.
I didn't smell it right away. But luckily, it didn't start on fire, didn't shoot sparks or start smoking.
Yeah.
It just smelled like burning. So I was like, oh, I knew that dryer was going. It's always kind of a precursor when it starts feeling like it's really hot all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what started happening probably in the last month. And I was like, I think this dryer's on its way out. And it was. So there you go.
Did you have a backup dryer?
Of course.
I was going to say, because it
Don't
sucks.
you know me? I
Of
always
course.
have a million backups of everything.
Yep, and I am the king of spares.
Mm,
Preparation is the key to success.
that's right.
That's where spares come in. But you know what? First thing I thought of was like, of course, it's got to happen now. 2 months before the hair show. That sucks because you could have bought one there.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to buy a backup anyway.
I had already bought a backup when this one started getting hot. I've been using the Sam Villa one, and I like it. Yeah. So now, well, I actually had that at home, and so I brought it to the salon, but I have 2 other backup dryers. So I had my Diva backup dryer there. And so I had to pull that one out. Ugh, I really have never loved that dryer, I have to say, unfortunately. But okay, so I don't know that hair dryer. What is the name of it? How is it
The
spelled?
Extava one. It's the same thing as that black. It's made by the same company that makes that black orchid
Oh, okay.
dealio.
Okay. So some of the top dryers that I always recommend, it's because they're good, they're solid, they're decently priced, fairly priced. You can get them even at Ulta and places like that. Number one, I would say the Chi, just the Chi classic, hair dryer. I think it goes for like in the $80, dollar range now. It's so reasonable, and that is a good dryer. It's a good professional dryer. I even thought about buying another one of those as my next backup, because it's just a go-to. Farouk has produced great tools, and it's quiet, it's light, it gets the job done, the hair looks good. So that's my number one pick. Then there's, I was just using a Paul Mitchell one that I liked. Now I have the Sam Villa one that I like. I don't really, people ask me about the Dyson dryer all the time. If you feel like that's what you want to get, it's not a bad dryer, but I just don't feel. My client and I were having this discussion because she went away with like on a girls' weekend, and someone had one. She said she finally got to try it, And she's so glad that she did because she didn't feel the need to run out and buy one. And I said, exactly. I mean, it's a decent dryer, but is it worth $400+? I just, I don't think so. You can get other decent dryers, and I really don't like their diffuser. To me, it's like Barbie doll size. It's so little. It takes a long time to dry the hair with it. So my number one pick for diffuser is the CIC Beauty diffuser. I love it. That is absolutely hands down with the money best diffuser I've ever used in my career. It's fabulous. It comes with 3 attachments, a serum that you put in. I believe I think have they gone back?
No, not that.
No?
I have not seen it. They have
Okay.
not come back with the serum yet.
Okay.
You have to buy it
So I guess
separately.
you get the serum separately now, but anyway, there's a serum that you can put, that you should put, I would recommend it, in the diffuser because it infuses hydration and shine into the hair. And it comes with 3 attachments. It fits on just about any regular hair dryer, not the shape of the Dyson, just a regular one with a nozzle. Doesn't come flying off. It's easy to hold on to that rubber. What do you call that? That rubber part? Coupler. And it has a curl catch, a flat screen that would be like in place of sitting under the hooded dryer, just to get that 50 to 80% dry. And then the curl catcher, it's great. It's so big, it's like just ginormous. And you can put all of your curls in there at once. Like when I have clients lay back in the chair, if they have long hair like mine, they would lay against the back of the chair and have their hair over the top of it. And I can put all of their hair into that curl catcher diffuser. So it makes it so much faster to dry the hair. And then you can finish with the curl lifter, which has these crazy like long prongs that stick out, and it just lifts the hair up and can get all the way to the root and really set, that curl and give you just really, give a home run on that lift, that everyone's always asking about. So I love it.
Yeah, use it in the salon all the time. You want to laugh though? This is the this is the box that we keep around here in our offices, so Helen or whoever can do photo shoots and whatever for ads and stuff like that and whatever. And I just opened up the box and whatever for for this to show it. I grabbed it from the back, and I was showing it to the camera. It's not even in the box.
There's nothing in there. It's
There's
empty.
nothing.
There's nothing.
But I was showing it to the camera, because I never looked.
Oh,
I just
my
picked it up and I went, "Oh, see,
gosh.
here it is." And I'm like,
Oh,
"No, it's not."
isn't that great? Good job, Ken.
This is when I saw it. I went, "Oh,
Ooh, what a nice empty box. It is a pretty box.
it's a really pretty box."
That I could tell another fun fact about that.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
So this one salon that I worked for, after you were there for a certain amount of time, the owner bought you a special gift. And so it came, my turn, and I earned this special gift. And they were all excited. They pulled me aside at Christmas time, and everyone gathered around. And
I remember
while I was
this.
opening
I
it,
was
I
there.
opened it, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful!" It was like this. It looked like a jewelry box thing, and so I was like, "It's so pretty,"
Like she
and
got a jewelry box.
yeah, I was like really excited and grateful. And they all just started laughing. I'm like, "What's so funny?" And they're like, "You have to open the box." It wasn't the box that was the gift. There was actually a David Yurman bracelet inside. So that
really
was
nice
my
one.
yeah. I never got that kind of fancy jewelry before, so I didn't know. I thought the box was so pretty. I was happy with that. Just like a kid or a cat
Or a cat.
yeah, just happy to play with the box. But it was
Right.
a beautiful.
They were all excited because all the other girls, Melanie was the newest girl who worked at this salon, so she
I
she
didn't
was
know
the
who
last.
David Yurman was.
She
I
was
had
the
to look it
last
up.
one. I did.
Oh, well. What can I say? I'm simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So my second pick, for a diffuser is still the Diva Hand. That's a cool diffuser. I don't really use it anymore. It was, my go-to previously.
Almost nobody is a fan of that thing.
Yeah. Now that I have the
seemed like such a great idea. Remember when it came out? It seemed
yeah,
like such a great idea.
it is a great idea because of the air coming out of all sides, but it comes off a lot, and it's hard. It gets hot, you hold it close to your head, and I don't know. So and it just takes a long time. It takes,
Yeah.
So because of all that, you have to have the heat or the air lower, so it takes longer to dry than like the CIC. Okay, so then a lot of people do use the black orchid, and I've seen some with students that have come to my class. So it's kind of similar to the size of the CIC, and so that's a bigger one. It only has the one attachment, I think, with the longer prongs. I believe. Yeah. Do you know?
I think so. Yeah, I can't think of one that's got longer ones like that. I can't think of one.
Yeah, I think that's the only attachment that it comes with. But
They did get a patent on it, so.
yeah, so that seems to work good too. I like, I can work with almost any diffuser. But those are my top favorites. And then someone asked before, like, what do I do when I travel? I'll even use just a little hot sock on the end of the dryer, just because I am not dragging that CIC Beauty diffuser with me. All the prongs would break off and it would take up all my luggage. So, then I would either air dry my hair or take just a little hot sock because it's flat, or one of those collapsible ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Helen, do we have a winner yet? We do. So we have a winner of this prize package. The question was package number 2. Melanie, what was the question again?
The capital of Canada.
What is the capital of Canada? And Helen, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is Ottawa.
Ottawa is the
Yay.
capital of Canada. And who is our lucky winner tonight?
Our lucky winner is on YouTube, and she's up there as Jennifer M.
Jennifer M. Congratulations. You better get on Facebook and get your information to Helen, and so she can get your prize up before the show
You
ends.
told him to be on YouTube. Now you're saying to go to Facebook.
Well, I don't know if she can. I don't know. Somehow you got to get a hold of Helen. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
And get your information, and congratulations on winning
Good
this
job.
fabulous. Yeah, good job on
Your
this.
hair will be really clarified.
Clarified. It'll be very clean. It will be. All right, let's move this aside. Murph hasn't come in.
I know. I'm sad. She doesn't even know I'm here.
She's busy eating packing peanuts.
Great.
All right. Okay, we got.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent. We're gonna do one more curl crap giveaway question here,
Excellent.
and then we're gonna wrap it up with one more curly hair question, and then hopefully we have a winner by then.
I think she needs some clarifying hydrating.
Well,
And a cut.
today's her last show, so
Mm.
hope you guys enjoyed her. What's her name?
She doesn't have a name. Well, this is Frida, but.
Oh, there's something going on, Frida? Like ABBA?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Okay.
I'm showing my age.
Again.
Right. I know there's something going on. Okay, this is the biggest package tonight of Curl Crap, and it is a mix of crap and marginal crap and really good stuff. So this prize package is, let's start with the first item. There's 4 items in it. Mealy Organics Mint Almond Oil. What do you think this is? See, here you go. I mean, these are my pet peeves in the curly hair industry. I have no idea what that is. Is it oil? That's a big bottle of oil if it is.
Mint almond oil. Healthy hair and scalp.
Open it up.
It is, because it's really liquidy.
Who? Oh, okay.
That's for a type 4 hair. They use a lot of oil.
Okay. Well, here, let me
What are you looking at? Why are you looking at the bottom?
because you don't put oil in a regular plastic.
Let me see.
Can you see that little triangle?
Yeah.
What are the letters underneath there? Is it HPDE or HDPE? What is it?
It looks like PET.
Okay, so that's a PET bottle. Okay.
Let
That
me
would be the
look.
only bottle I'd even try to put an oil in
Okay.
because it'll leach.
Our mint almond oil is a favorite.
It is.
Oil is our second step in the process of healthy hair growth with our unique blend of oils to give you, your hair, the healthiest glow and shine it needs. Our lightweight oil helps tackle breakage, decreases dandruff, and dry scalp. Oh, cool. Maybe that's why I bought this, because a lot of people ask about that. So there you go. It helps with, a lot of people have dry scalp.
Huh. Let me see. That's
Let me smell it. So it's a scalp oil.
That's really interesting that someone would put a full oil blend in a plastic bottle.
Mm.
But anyway, whatever. It's a PET, so
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it smells minty. So that would be soothing and healing.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
okay. All right, that's the first item in here. It is a 8-ounce bottle.
Mhm.
Looks like 8-ounce bottle to me. The next item in our prize package is how many ounces is that?
16. Can't you tell by the bottle?
Yeah, I can, but I just wanted to be sure. I know it's typical Cosmo.
All
bottle,
right.
A 16-ounce bottle of Aunt Jackie's Not on My Watch Instant Detangling Therapy.
Our friend back here needs some instant detangling therapy.
It's fragrant. I don't know. It's fragrant.
Let me smell.
Go ahead.
Not on my watch.
It's fragrant.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what does that do?
Softens, helps restore moisture balance, eliminates knots and tangles. It says so right here.
So that's all right on the label.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's one. And the third item is a 4-ounce bottle of the RH Organics Skincare Marine Complex Foaming Cleanser. This is a really good foaming
I need that.
cleanser. It's
I
a really
need
high
that
organic
at home.
quantity, and it's Marine Complex products. If you haven't tried, it's a really good facial cleanser. And I know that for a fact because we make it.
And we use it.
And we use it. Have it at the house. I used the Marine Complex cream this month. And lastly, we wrap it up with a bottle of Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother.
That should have been with the clarifying. See, you should have mixed that with one of the clarifiers.
Could have. Yeah, well, but then why? Because this has got cones in it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Because after they use it, they're going to want to clarify
It's
the
cro-
silicones
well,
out.
there you
That's
go.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. See,
I
do
should
you
have put these
remember?
packages
Do
together.
you remember when I made the comment a while back and I said, every Curl Crap giveaway package should come with a 3.4-ounce bottle of the Raw Curls clarifying shampoo? We're going to start doing that
Okay.
because we have them now. We have them now. But anyway, you get a bottle of Olaplex. So this is a pricey package because this Marine Complex facial cleanser, I think
Yeah.
alone is like $34.
See, you should have,
So
spread
this
this
is like
out a little bit more.
34. That looks like $10 almost, 34, 44. That's probably 10 or 12 bucks. Well, this Olaplex bottle, all Olaplex
Those
stuff's
are
expensive, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is an expensive package. So if you would like this generous 4-pack Curl Crap giveaway package, you can get this if you are the first person to answer this trivia question correctly.
Do I have another one?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Number 3. Who is the lead actress in the movie The Hunger Games? I love that movie.
Who is the lead actress in the movie The Hunger Games? First person to get that correctly will win this prize
That'd
package.
be the only one I
So,
do.
Good luck. Yep. All right. Okay. Melanie, what are your thoughts on shampoo bars and conditioner bars for curly hair? Do you have any thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, you know what? One of my clients just told me she tried one of those Naples. Oh, I know who it was. Cleansing
Naples Soap
bars.
Company thing?
Yeah, Naples Soap Company. And she liked it, but I'm not a fan. I don't know. To me, it's just odd. I don't like bars anyway
I
because
don't like bars at all.
yeah, then they're messy in the shower. They they melt, and they get
and then
all
they run down
gooey and
the bathtub and then end up on the bottom. It's like a skating rink.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah, and if you ever notice, there's always like a coating of something in your shower when you use like a bar of soap.
Sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I can't. I have never, been involved in the process of making any of those. I get it. There's no packaging. Maybe they have some recyclable paper around it. That's cool. But as far as using them in the hair, I just don't see how it could be like the same moisturizing and conditioning ingredients that we use in regular cleansers that are, liquidy. Because if you look at our list of ingredients, there's, that's what makes it so amazing is the combination of all these super hydrating, moisturizing, healing, oils and things, these blends that we use. And when they're solidified, I just don't feel like it's the same. So that's all I can say.
They wouldn't break down and then dissipate evenly like they should.
I don't know about breaking down, because
Because it has to break
obviously,
down. A bar has to break down to be able to
yeah,
use it.
yeah. I mean, obviously it lathers up, but there's something holding it together as well. So I don't know. It just, and it would just seem so weird to me, to wash my hair with that and condition my hair. It just doesn't seem like it would do a good enough job.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If, again, I'm always like, if you're happy and you like something like that, great for you. So be it, I'm not saying don't use them. But me personally, I'm not a fan. I wouldn't recommend it.
Would you try one?
I always try stuff, sure.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get one in here and we'll try. Helen, do we have a winner yet?
Oh my gosh, that's like the easiest one. It's like the only answer I knew.
Okay,
And that
well,
means it was really easy.
yeah,
What are you doing?
I have to adjust. I'll make an adjustment.
Okay.
I was getting some feedback in my headphones, so
Voices in your head.
no, just some feedback. We're done with questions.
Do you
How
want me
long
to
do
talk
we
about
wait?
another client?
If you want, go ahead and do that.
Let's see. Well, let's do the other one, Helen. That was more. Well, okay. Well, we'll do both of them. So we'll talk about this one first. So this is another new client that came in. She was referred by her sister-in-law. And oh, I know. Well, what's interesting about this one is she is a flight attendant and she never wears her hair down. She's always felt like her hair is too big and bushy. She's never liked the way that it looks. And so she always for work, she has to wear it pulled back in a bun. But she told me that she always wore her hair up even as a child because she didn't like her curls. And I said, were you picked on? No, she wasn't, but she just hated her hair. So, you can see with a raw curls cut without taking a lot of length off because, she actually wants it to get longer, how I can change the shape of the haircut. If you're looking, top is before, bottom's after. So if you're comparing, you can see I tapered it in and gave it more control. So it's not doing that mushroom thing. You can clearly see that in the middle picture as well. So lift on the top, elongating the curls up and down instead of bushing out on the bottom, and just a nice style, a nice shape. And I said, I'm going to follow up and see if you're, wearing it down. So, again, she can't at work, but hopefully she will. She loved it. So that was fun, but without having to take a lot of length off because that's, a fear of a lot of curly girls. So, I can totally change the shape into something, a nice style that they can feel comfortable with wearing.
It really changed her whole look. If you look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. Even that first picture, you can see where it was.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I angled it in to taper it on the bottom, and so just really pretty. She couldn't believe she couldn't stop touching it before I even took pictures. I was like, wait. But anyway, and she said that's part of her problem. She's always touching her hair and running her fingers through it, but with the Raw Curls anti-frizz product in there, the hair you're able to touch it, which is really groundbreaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You say another one?
Yeah, I had a big change. There was one of my young girls going back to school haircuts that I threw in there. So these were all fun things I did this week. No, a different one. Maybe you didn't get that one.
Nope. She must not have it. Okay.
Oh,
We
okay.
can talk about it next week. Helen,
Okay.
do we have a winner?
Oh my gosh, you're kidding
Fine.
me.
Then we're not. We're going to push this off till next week because we have to go.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Wow.
We
Time
have
is
to
up.
go. That's a good one, but yeah. So do you want to give the answer to that trivia question and move on to another one next week?
You tell me.
We'll give you the answer. Melanie, what's the answer? What was the
Oh, I
question?
don't
Read the
even have to
question.
look.
Read the question and then read the answer.
Who is the lead actress in the movie The Hunger Games?
Who is it?
Come on. Jennifer Lawrence.
May the odds ever be in her favor, and they were. So, congratulations to Jennifer Lawrence. I have a question for you. What was Jennifer Lawrence's character's name in The Hunger Games?
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since
Helen's
I've
favorite
seen it.
animal.
Cat.
That's your hint.
Cat. Mm.
Close.
Kate. Cat. I don't know.
Katniss.
Oh yeah, Katniss.
Katniss. What?
I don't know.
Everdeen.
Oh yes.
Katniss
that's
Everdeen.
right.
So we'll see you
See,
guys.
you always remember stuff like that, but
Can't remember the important stuff, but I know every stupid fun fact. I'm the king of useless knowledge. Always have been. I'll die with that title. So thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it. Tonight, usually by 9, 10 o'clock Eastern time, the podcast will be available. Show number 228. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. For another...
Be
square. Yeah, be here.
Be there. That doesn't work.
No, that doesn't work.
I was going to say something else, but that would be bad. Yes, be there or be square.
Right. For another Curl Crap giveaway show. And we'll have our newest curly hair model, unless Naomi's going to show up for Q&A.
I could dig out Naomi.
She might. We'll see. We'll see if she's busy.
She's just been busy on the road, I think. She's
think
trying
so.
to compete with me.
That's
steal
right.
my thunder.
Speaking of the road, we'll talk about that
Identity
next
theft.
week, too. Speaking of the road, we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us, and have a great
Curly week.
curly week. Bye.